She's pretty though. Okay, actually she's a little bit cakey. Let me finish.
This is Aisha Erotica, and you're watching a Maddie AJ exclusive. I'm pregnant.
Alright, so currently I'm on the way to the Morphe store so we can pick up the foundation and review it. It's 12 o'clock on the day it just came out, so if they're like sold out, like, you know, I'm gonna be kind of pressed, but the store just opened 2 hours ago, so we should be good. Never been to a Morphe store before, so I have a little bit of makeup on just because I'm not trying to get harassed by the teenagers that are working there. And also, like, I'm wondering if they're gonna offer color matching because they've never had to color match, I guess, before in the store because they only sold like eyeshadows and powders and stuff like that. I'm not really sure which shade I am. I looked online, I'm either like 120 or 220. Also, I wanted to pick up 2 shades of foundation to kind of like contour with, but with them being $18 a piece, I'm not about to spend $40 on some like skin staining foundation that I don't even know I like yet. So if it's good, maybe we will, but I think we're fine with just the one for now. If it's good, we can get another. Oh, she's here. They actually didn't even look that busy, which is pretty dope. Oh, we're back. Anyway, yeah, so we're back. I took off all my makeup that I had on from earlier. So I'm sure all of you have heard about this foundation, like you all already know what it is, but just in case you don't. So this foundation claims to be sweat-proof, transfer resistant, water resistant. I mean, anything is resistant if like you want it to be. It's free of parabens, fragrance, oil, it's supposed to be a 24-hour wear, and it's also made in America and not in China, which is new for Morphe, which, alright, that's cool. Here's the box that it comes in. Haven't seen that before. The top has like the foundation shade on it. I am not that pale, and this shade is not that pale. This shade will match me once we put it on. It's not that pale. And so at the store, like, actually everyone was ridiculously nice. Like, not that I'm surprised or anything, but yeah, everyone was like super cool. And they didn't have like the foundation out for you to grab. They had like little testers in that little area, and then the powders. But if you wanted to buy one of the foundations, you had to ask someone, and they grabbed it for me from the back. And there was like no one in that store. Like, it was me and like maybe 3 other people. I mean, I know it was 12 o'clock, like probably everyone who wanted the foundation right when it came out was probably like lined up in the morning. So maybe that's what happened. Maybe they were all there in the morning when it opened. But let's get to the foundation. So everyone's saying that this foundation stains on your skin. I've never heard of a foundation doing that before, so it's kind of like,
What?
that sounds bad. Yeah, we're gonna take that little thingy off. Oh, my nails, I can't grab her. Love that for me. So I don't really use Morphe products, and foundation is like the main thing that I love using, so I'm kind of excited to try it. And since this is made in the USA, that makes me even more excited to try it because, hey, maybe it's better quality, even though you can get good products made in China. And they didn't really have anyone up there like color matching, but I'm sure if you would ask someone, they would have like helped you find the right shade. And so I ended up being shade F1-120, which is what I thought I was gonna be. Yeah, and I really hate me so much right now because the only drugstore primer that I have, I'm looking at my primer drawer right now, is the NYX Angel Veil, and I know that the Morphe foundation is extremely drying, so I want to use a hydrating primer, and literally all my primers that I have are like high end. So we're gonna be using the Girl on Meteorites primer to prime my skin right now, even though shouldn't be using this for a drugstore foundation review. But we're just doing it. And also, I'm gonna move my hat so I can actually get to my face, but the hat's hiding secrets, so we're just gonna transition. All right, cool. My face is primed, she's hydrated, she's ready. And I'm gonna use a brush on this side of my face and the Beauty Blender on this side, and we'll see if there's any difference between using it with a brush or a Beauty Blender. So I'm picking up just a little bit of foundation. Now that color looks like it matches me pretty well. It's the neutral tone out of the darker shades from the shade range 1. And let's see. So this is like the closest color that they had to mine that wasn't extremely dark or really just pale or the wrong undertone. Honestly, it's not a bad match. Like, I don't hate her. And also my skin type is extremely oily. Like, no matter what I do, I'm just always an extremely oily mess. So this might actually end up being pretty good for me, especially if I used a hydrating primer to kind of counteract the dryness of the foundation. Oh, and I completely forgot about the fact that this foundation smells like paint, because it's really not that strong. Like, that was like one of the major complaints, and that was the first thing I wanted to do when I got to the Morphe store was smell it. If you put it like up to your nose and sniff it, it smells like paint. But like, it doesn't smell that strong. It's not a strong scent of paint. It's like really subtle, but it's definitely paint. It definitely smells like paint. But it doesn't smell like when you open up a paint can and then you can smell paint. Like, no, that's not what she smells like. She's pretty though. Okay, actually she's a little bit cakey. Let me finish. It covered up that acne on my neck pretty good though. Like, I can't like meet a man and have acne on my neck. It's disgusting. And also, I like a really natural finish. I don't like looking like full coverage, but I don't mind this, and I don't think this looks really cakey right now. It's very, very matte. If I used powder right now, my skin would just be like sucked dry looking. Even the Fenty foundation gives me like a really nice matte finish that I don't have to powder. This is a lot more thin and looks more like your skin. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side of my face right now, but you wanna make sure you get a really nice even coverage with this foundation, because if there's too much foundation in one area, it like stays where you put it. Like, you have to make sure you blend it before it dries down. So I'm gonna do the other side with a brush, and let's see if it takes less product to use a brush with this foundation. And I'm just gonna dot her on. I do actually really like the shade. I don't mind it. It's my right shade. I know a lot of people were saying when the foundation's kind of gray, but I don't really have a grander tone with this right now. It's pretty like, it's kind of yellow, even though it's supposed to be neutral. I think with a brush, it applies the same, but like I use less foundation. I have like a dry patch around here. You can kind of even see it right now on camera. This whole area is looking kind of dry. I think if you apply it with a beauty blender, it will make dry patches show up less. But with the brush, these dry patches are showing hard. Like she's hella showing. So everywhere else where I'm not dry, it looks fine. But this little dry patch right here it's definitely there. If you are dry or do have any dry patches, definitely apply this foundation with a beauty blender. I don't hate it right now. I'm gonna finish the rest of my makeup and then I'll tell you everything I'm thinking, because I have a lot of thoughts about it right now and they're actually not that bad. This doesn't look awful. Also, one more thing, if you can see the foundation right there, it definitely oxidizes, so it got like a little bit more of that orangey darker shade. We'll just blend down the neck more, apparently. Yeah, the only reason I did that is because there's so much like dryness on my face right now that I'm actually like, maybe that'll fix it. And I think it might have actually fixed it. Okay, she is set and she is ready. My face looks real sweaty because all that setting spray I sprayed on. It's still not dried. It's been like 10 minutes, girl. Yeah, I don't know. I think the foundation looks kind of good. It looks okay. When it was starting to set, it was looking pretty dry. There was like some dryness happening in my nose and cheek area. Even the side I used the beauty blender on, there was like some dryness happening. But after I sprayed it, surprisingly it fixed it. Usually when I use setting sprays or fixing sprays, it doesn't really like fix the foundation, but it pretty much fixed it. The one good thing about this foundation, I didn't have to use any kind of like powder. The foundation match is pretty nice. It matches my neck pretty well. My hand, not so much, I don't know, bro. But I mean, it matches me pretty well. It's like usually the shade that I go for anyway. But yeah, and even like my forehead wrinkles, like it's not really getting caught in the creases or anything. Did it just crease? Oh no, we're good. I do think if you are dry, you won't want this foundation and you won't like it, because like I said, as it was drying and setting, it was showing like so much dryness around my nose and my cheeks. She looks pretty nice. Like, I don't know. I mean, I was ready to hate on it. Like, girl, I don't use Morphe. But it's not bad. And also, if you use someone's like affiliate code, like either in-store or online, you do get 10% off, so I only paid like $17.78 for the foundation. So it's not a bad deal. If you like Morphe's products and you like Morphe, like I would get it. It's not bad. She looks like a nice foundation. You know what? I'll check back tonight after I've worn it to give it a fair review. Maybe it'll get worse over time. But yeah, I guess I'll see you all in just a minute. Okay. Alright. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, it's only been like 5 hours. 5 hours isn't long enough to judge a foundation. I know. I went through like a lot of stages with this. Like right when I turned the camera off, I went like outside. I have like a mirror in my living room and I looked at it and it looked like I was wearing a mask and I was like... So it's very, very full coverage. Like when you first put it on, it'll give like a mask kind of look because it's gonna be covering like everything. But as it started to set and throughout the day, like as you can even see right now, it looks nice. I think it looks really great on camera. Here's a little picture that I took outside earlier, like in the daylight. You can see it did nothing for my skin texture. Like it doesn't like make your skin look really smooth. It doesn't blur out your pores. If I wanted to do that, I would just use like a Benefit Professional anyway. If you do have skin texture, large pores, it's not gonna do anything for you. You would wanna use a more hydrating foundation that's gonna like look more like your skin and less just like of a matte powdered foundation. I forget that I didn't have to powder my face today because literally it looks like I used powder like all over, but I didn't. But yeah, I think it wears well. As it starts to wear off, it does just look like more like your natural skin and less like a face mask that you just like applied all over. Overall, it's an okay foundation. It's not like awful. It's not amazing. Like I'm not gonna advocate to run out and get it immediately. If you're interested in it, I don't think it's bad. I think you'll like it, but definitely not if you're normal or dry skin. If you do have like any dryness or dry patches around like any acne, it's gonna show up. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's my opinion on the foundation. It's like, it's whatever. But yeah, I wouldn't immediately like go out and get it or anything, but it looks okay. But yeah, if you guys did like this video, make sure to subscribe for future videos. And if you did like the video, leave a like down below because it's a really easy thing to do that helps support my channel. And yeah, let me know how you feel about it in the comments, like if you do have the foundation or if you're thinking about getting the foundation or how it looks on my face. Let me know because this foundation is so polarizing right now. It's confusing. I don't hate it, and I don't really like love it. So yeah, I thank you all for watching, and of course, I'll see you on the next one. Bye guys.
And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so Matty AJ can get a f***ing chalupa. This is a Matty AJ exclusive. Oh yeah, Matty AJ.
Hey guys, so fuck.